Hello, Mark Crossfield here. More questions coming at you. Let's get stuck in. So, question from Luke. Hey Mark, I'm just getting into golf, planning my first trip to a course in a couple of weeks. So far I've gone to the range twice. Any good tips for a first timer? Wow, good question. Yes, Luke, I teach lots of people who have never been to the course before, looking at getting out onto the golf course. And one thing we work on, apart from all obviously the other kind of issues that they might have in their swing more specific to them, but one thing we work on the range, which people forget, is I try to get them out of hitting with the same club every time. So what happens is people tend to go to a range, bucket of balls, this is a 7-iron, and just hit 7-iron after 7-iron after 7-iron, or driver after driver after driver, or what have you. Or they hit blocks of shots, so say 20 with a 7-iron and so on, 20 with a driver, 20 with their 5-iron. What I try to get them to do, to get them a little bit more course ready, and it works well and it highlights some issues often for them, is I want to see them alternate clubs more on the range. Just hit a 7-iron, then go over and hit a 3-iron, then hit a wedge, then hit a driver, and also really practice on maybe hitting across the range bays, so aim up into target. So there's a target up here on the left, so I've got my 7-iron here and I'm just going to try and hit up towards that target on the left, and then so on and so forth. So I'm really moving my aim, moving my shot selection around as I hit shots, because what happens when you get on a golf course, you're going to hit a drive and you're going to walk to it and you're going to hit a 3-wood, then you're going to walk to it and hit a chip, you're going to walk to the next hole and you're going to hit a 7-iron, then you might hit a pitch and you're going to hit a putt. So you're always alternating the clubs you're hitting. You're not doing these kind of regimented patterns that you do on the range. Now look, for me, I don't have to practice 7-iron to 5. I can take that transition from a shorter shaft to a long shaft, no problem, because I've played for a longer period of time. But for beginners, that transition is much harder than they realise. They don't realise that when they hit a 7-iron, they get into certain habits compared to maybe a 5-iron. So it's something they should be practicing. So if you're getting a bit newer to golf, maybe you're thinking about trying to improve your golf, definitely a good way of practicing is to really mix up the clubs. Have no real order to how you're hitting them. Just try and get used to the transition of going from short club to long club, which when I've done playing lessons with beginners, which I used to do a lot of when I worked back in London, they would find hitting a 3-wood fine, and then next shot with a 9-iron, just going to that short club, finding that connection with the ground and getting the feeling of the club hitting the ground in the right place was so hard going from short to long. So a good thing to practice if you're thinking of just getting out on the golf course. Hope that helps, and thanks for the question. So if you like what's going on here, don't be afraid to subscribe to the channel. Also thumbs up the video, post comments, love to hear what you guys got to say. Let's keep it social. The more we talk, the more we share, the easier this game will get for everybody. So if you want to find me on Facebook here, you can find me on Facebook. If you want to tweet me, find me on Twitter here as well. Just follow the links, all in the description. Come and join the show, get active, get involved, get playing some better golf. Thanks for watching.